If you enjoy the video and my content, please consider supporting my channel over on Patreon at patreon.com/katydidart. Thanks so much! Hello my squidlings, it's Katie here, and guess what? In addition to sharing my face today, I am going to be talking about my goals for this year and whether or not I accomplished the ones from last year. I set some really lofty goals last year, so it'd be really interesting to take another look and see if I accomplished any of them or not. So this is my first video of the new year, and I hope 2019 is going really well for you guys so far, and I hope 2018 was kind to you. It was okay for me, but I was really busy there at the end, and I got really sick, and I lost my voice, and it was just terrible. Of course, now my battery decides to die on me as I'm filming this video, but hopefully we can kind of power through it. And yeah, I do have a couple of updates for you guys, so before I get into the actual video part. And that is, I am only going to be doing one video a week, and that'll be every week on Friday around noon EST. So keep an eye out for videos there. But yeah, let's get into the actual video. Let's talk about the 2018 goals first and whether I accomplished them or not. So the first goal that I had for 2018 was to dedicate an entire sketchbook to studies, whether it be references of people or plants or things, ideas, etc. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys I tried to dedicate a sketchbook, and I did at the very beginning, and I did a little sketchbook studies mini-series. It lasted like 2 episodes. But yeah, it didn't go very far. So no sketchbook was dedicated to that, which is unfortunate, but I don't know, I might do that in my spare time this year, but it's definitely not going to be another goal for this year. The second thing that I was trying to accomplish last year was to do an entire series throughout the whole year, and I can say yes, I did it. I kept up with my Zodiac series the whole year, and it was super fun. I don't plan on doing a series again this year, at least not for the time being. But that one was really fun, and I put my whole heart and soul into it, and it was just, I had an incredible time working on it. Third goal I had for last year was use different media like my oils and my acrylics and my colored pencils. I started to use colored pencils here and there throughout the year. I don't even think I touched my oils or my acrylics outside of maybe like box things that I'd gotten like palatable packs or art snacks, but other than that I did not actively use my stuff, which is kind of funny because I'm pretty sure I bought some oils last year and I don't think I used them, so who knows, maybe I'll get into it. I tend to stick with my watercolors and my markers. It's just what I know, and I don't have to learn it, and I don't have to prep it very much, so who knows what 2019 will hold, but I know for a fact 2018 didn't hold any acrylics or oils for me. Fourth goal I had went along with the first goal for 2018, and that was to study more references, to use real life instead of my brain. And I can say with certainty I did do it. I just didn't dedicate a full sketchbook to it. So I referenced a lot of faces, and I think throughout the year my faces and anatomy got a little bit better, which is really nice, but that's what happens when you study references, so I'm glad I did it. Fifth thing was to get out of my character bust habit. At the end of 2017, I really hit this thing where I did a lot of character busts, and I don't even know why, it just kind of happened. And I can certainly say that I definitely broke out of that this year. I still did them, but it wasn't every single picture I was doing. I would mix in full bodies and waist ups and stuff like that. So it was really refreshing to kind of go back and see that I actually accomplished this goal. Yay! Sixth goal was to take more time on pieces and to add more detail. I kind of halfway did this one. I feel like some of my pieces I did add a little bit more detail than I'm used to, but then I wouldn't do as many backgrounds. And on the other side of that, I did find I took more time on pieces, especially with my Zodiac series. So I kind of halfway did this one. Seventh thing was to talk to you guys about more character stuff, to work more on my stories. Again, I kind of partially did this one. At the beginning of the year, I started doing like a little character series where I drew some of my characters and talked to story stuff, but I fell off the wagon really quickly with that one, and yeah, so who knows? I might do more stuff with that in the future, but again, I'm not making it a goal for this year. Another goal I can say that I completed was making a room tour. That was my 8th goal. I think that's 8th. And I can say with certainty that I did it. Obviously, there's a video somewhere on the internet of my room tour. I don't know if I'm gonna do one this year just because not much has really changed. I've added a few art supplies and that's really it. But placement and stuff is pretty much the exact same. And then the last goal I had for 2018 was to loosen up and become more confident in my mistakes. I wouldn't say that I did this one 100%. I think it's another one thing that I would say I did about halfway. I felt more confident in a lot of my mistakes and I learned to work through them. However, I don't feel like I loosened up a lot in this year. I guess looking back, I am a lot more loose with my watercolors. So, like I said, about halfway did that one. Yeah. So, overall for 2018, I don't think I accomplished all my goals, but I did do about close to half of them. So that's always good. I'm glad I at least did one. So now we're going to be talking about 2019 goals, and trust me, they're a lot less lofty. Alright, so now on to the 2019 goals. So like I said, these are a lot less lofty, and there's not many to go around. I think last time I had 10 goals in total. I kind of mashed them up, but this one I only have like 5. So my first goal, and this one I think is the most important to me, is to draw more for myself. Last year I found myself drawing a lot more for YouTube and Patreon, and while there's nothing wrong with that, I wasn't drawing for myself at all, and I found myself getting burnt out and frustrated, and I just need to draw for myself more. So I think that's the biggest goal I have for this year, just for me personally. My second goal for the year is to make an art book or a sketchbook of all the things that I did draw for myself at the end of the year, so I can compile them and share it with you guys. I think it would be a fun way to I don't know, just kind of show what I've been working on that may or may not be, you know, shown that much on social media. I might share it with my patrons and stuff, but for the most part, it won't be shared anywhere else. But yeah, I think the first two kind of coincide with each other. So it'll be really fun just to kind of take a look back at the end of the year to see everything I've done. Third one is kind of a recurring one from last year. I want to work on my character stories, but instead of sharing them, I think I want to work on developing them a little bit more before I go on to sharing them, because I know that a lot of my characters have a lot of plot holes in their stories, or I just haven't done anything with them. So I think it'd be really fun to work on them and figure some things out, especially about their worlds and how they fit in it. Fourth thing is another thing that is coming back from last year, and that is to use more oils and acrylics, and not just using them from a subscription box. Like I said, I bought some oils recently, and I love working in both oils and acrylics, so I definitely want to work on them. I don't know, I don't want to say one a month because I feel like that's not going to happen this month, but I at least want to do 6 this year. Just 6 paintings, whether it be in oil or acrylics. That is my goal. My last official goal for this year is to draw larger. I tend to work on very small pieces of paper, like 5x7, 6x8, etc. And I don't really draw much larger than that. So my goal, my last goal, is to draw larger, to use more of like my larger papers. Instead of cutting them down, I think it would be better to work on the full sheet of paper so I can get more detail in, and so I can work a little longer on the pieces. So that is my main goals for this year. My last one, it's not really a goal, it's just to have fun and to put a little less stress on myself. I stress myself out a lot. I'm a person that gets very stressed very easily, which is hilarious because you think I'd be in the wrong career for that, but I love what I do and I wouldn't trade it for anything. But yeah, this is my 2019 art goals / my 2018 did I accomplish my art goals video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed seeing this lovely mug. I don't share my face on camera too often. Unless you're a patron, then you probably see me in vlogs. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like being on this side of the camera. It's really weird. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, that's my goals for the year. see if I can keep up with them this year. At least do half, that would be nice. Which I guess is only technically 2. So let's try to do more than 2. I'm gonna aim to do 3 of them, but all 5 would be great. Alright, so anyway, thank you so much for watching. You all are amazing. I hope you have an absolutely squidlicious day. And don't forget, I have social media in the description below if you want to check it out and follow me on those things. And until next time, my adorable squidlings, toodaloo!